catching immediately. I like it. I like it. Bradley, shh. You ready? Do a little intro. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Seminole Ridge High School welcomes you to Calorie Judge Stadium for this varsity football matchup between the Seminole Ridge Hawks and the West Boca Bulls. First, let's meet the Bulls, the visitors on the scoreboard. They're coming in tonight with a record of 1 win and 1 losses. They will receive the ball first here tonight. Now the return man, Kyle Andrews, making his way up the middle. He'll be brought down after a decent return. Now back to introducing the Bulls. They are led by head coach Dylan Potts, who is a preseason candidate for Coach of the Year. And now the Seminole Ridge Hawks, who are starting on defense, coming into tonight with a record of 0 wins and 2 losses. The Hawks are led by Coach Chad Chafalo. We're not doing our intros. Hey, Carter, during the play, just keep it on 1. Like, don't switch to 2 in the middle of the play.
Can we get graphics up?
And on the first play, it's a quarterback keeper up the middle. And he's got tons of room to run. He's easy first down. And he gets that ball all the way down to the 50-yard line, about a 20-yard pickup on that quarterback keeper. Hold on. Hey, Chase, why don't I have a scoreboard? First and 10. Clock is running at 11:30. Now the Bulls on another first down. Quick pass left side. High pass is caught by Kalerbe Hermain. Say that was another first down. Hey, second down. Brings up second down.
Second down.
My bad. As soon as we get a break, we'll introduce the offense. I wish we had gone live sooner. Why is this can you tell camera 1 they're a little fuzzy?
It's also shaky.
Quarterback Trey Moran takes the snap, firing one over the middle, and that pass falls to the ground incomplete. Looking for his lead receiver, Billy Clancy, on that one. Could not make the connection.
And that'll bring the Bulls to a third down.
Third and 6.
Third. Downs are more important than yards.
Third and 6 now. The Bulls send a man in motion to the right. And it's a handoff up the middle to Lockhart. And he breaks through for a huge pickup. Down past the 20-yard line. And now the Bulls will have it in the Seminole Ridge red zone.
Big play and a fresh set of downs for the Bulls.
First and 10. Lockhart in the backfield again. Takes a snap, looking to pass to the right side. Quick pass is complete. And he is wrapped up very quickly. Michael Romanski.
Tackle made by Michael Romanski.
Nice.
Second and like 8 or something. Second 5, sure.
And a quick pass completed to the right side to Mallory. Pushing his way forward. And he is in for the touchdown. Moran was under heavy pressure, but made that quick pass to Mallory, and he did the rest, pushing his way in for 6. Yo, use the touchdown graphics. the touchdown graphics. 27. Tristan Lamb. Tristan Lamb. I'll say it.
Tristan Lamb steps up for the kick.
This guy said you say it, and then
And it's good. Bulls lead 7-0.
all right. Let me get that West Boca offense graphic. You heard me. And that possession was so quick, we didn't get a chance to introduce you to the West Boca offense. Some players to watch tonight. Running back Anderson Gracilian has been dealing with an injury, did not play last week. But in the first game of the season where he did play, he averaged 13.6 yards per carry, totaled 95 rushing yards on 7 carries. We'll see if he plays tonight. Can I get that graphic back? And the other running back, Jaden Lockhart, who we saw early in that possession, third on the team with 27 rushing yards per game, has a rushing touchdown. He had a bigger workload last week. We'll see if he has another large workload tonight if Gracilian is not ready to go. I'll go ahead and take it down. And we'll get you the rest in a second as West Boca kicks off to Seminole Ridge. And that kickoff is fielded by Donovan Mays. And he is met quickly. Looked like Quentin Miller Jr. made the tackle there.
Hawks now in their own 18-yard line.
All right, bring me the West Boca offense back up. Bring West Boca offense back up. And now to finish up the West Boca offense, running back Javian Mallory scored that touchdown on the opening drive, leads the team with 92 rushing yards per game and 4 total touchdowns on the year. Billy Clancy leading the team with 41.5 receiving yards per game, And then Kyle Andrews, the only receiver to score a touchdown for West Boca so far this year. First down carry by Smith goes for short yardage.
First down carry by Smith goes for short yardage.
Argue sends the man in motion, taking the snap now. Looking to pass to the right side under heavy pressure, shedding a couple defenders, and the ball comes loose. But Kevin Hernandez falls on it, and the Hawks will not suffer a turnover there.
Third and long for the Hawks with a big play coming up here.
Fumbles have been a bit of an issue for Argue so far this year. He's been under heavy pressure a decent amount, and that we've seen that ball get knocked loose a couple times last week against Pahokee. We'll see if he can have better ball protection here tonight as he takes a snap on third and long. Under heavy pressure again, stepping up in the pocket and heaving one down the right side. Looking for Mason Critchlow on that pass. Good coverage by DeLorean Ariel Jr. And that brings up a quick 3 and out for Seminole Ridge. Hang on real quick. Yo, what did I say? Don't switch mid-play. Don't switch mid-play. only switch if camera 1 just absolutely loses it.
A short possession for Seminole Ridge, and on comes the punting team.
Yo, tell camera 1 to move to the right a little bit. Alright, they got it. Holowicki with the punt, almost blocked. He had a couple punts blocked last week against Pahokee, but gets that one off. And that'll be down at the 40-yard line. So West Boca will start this drive in nice field position. Hey, give me Seminole Ridge defense.
And now introducing our Seminole Ridge defense. We have defensive back Luther Howard, who got a pick 6 last game and got Seminole Ridge's only points. The rest of the line, including Nash McBride, Caleb Backdell, and Christopher Shake Nixon, who are doing a great job of getting into the backfield, causing short gains, and stopping the opponents and forcing the QBs out of the pockets. As well as number 6, Hayden Klinksmith, linebacker, has been doing a great job locking down the middle.
Yeah, that's fine. Chase. Can you like help Chase put down the graphic before the play starts? Because you can see the screen here. So if you see a play starting, you gotta tell him to put it down, even if I'm not done talking. Now another handoff up the middle to Quentin Miller Jr. That is enough to pick up the first down on the 2nd and short. Number 8. And West Boca already has their backup quarterback Omari McNeil in the game, as he'll take the snap. Looking to pass under pressure from Chris Shake Nixon. And that pass will fall incomplete. Where my camera 1? Camera 1 before the play starts.
Second and 10 for the Bulls.
It's already out.
Four-star running back Javian Mallory in the backfield now. And there will be a timeout called here. West Boca will talk things over. Hey, give me West Boca QBs. And as we mentioned, West Boca already has their backup quarterback, Omari McNeil, in the game. They have 3 quarterbacks that have seen the field already this year. Trey Moran, of course, their starter, had a nice game last week, 10 of 17 for 94 yards. Very efficient game. And then Omari McNeil made his debut against Bergen Catholic. Only threw 4 passes, though, so very small sample size. And also Alex Moran, the freshman quarterback, has gotten a couple reps against Palm Beach Central. So it'll be interesting to see how much we see of Omari McNeil and Alex Moran as this game progresses. We didn't do this, right? We didn't do Seminole Ridge offense or their defense. Okay. On 2nd down now, McNeil takes a snap, stepping up in the pocket. He's got some room to run on the left side, sheds a tackle, running up the left side. And it is very close to the goal line. The ref looks like he'll be saying he stepped out right at the 1-yard line.
Great yardage by McNeil, using his legs well. 1st and goal for the Bulls.
And now a timeout by the Seminole Ridge defense. Looking to make a goal line stand here and avoid going down by 2 scores early. Yo, give me a 1st and goal instead of 1st and 1. Goal, G-O-A-L. So we met their defense. What else could I throw up right now? Yo, switch cameras. I know, that's why I was saying it. No, I know. Tell camera 2 don't make wild movements out of nowhere. So we mentioned some of the Seminole Ridge defenders, Chris Nixon and Caleb Backadall, their ability to get into the backfield. We've already seen that early on here. Unfortunately, West Boca has been able to slip away from them and make big gains, but the pressure is there. Now on 1st and goal, quarterback McNeil rolls out to his right, tries to find Lockhart, but it bounces off his hands. Defensive back Edwin Presna applying pressure there, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Now a handoff to the running back. And it looks like the Seminole Ridge defense will hold strong on 2nd and goal. That was Quentin Miller Jr. not able to punch it in there. Miller in the backfield again. McNeil looking to pass over the middle. Looking for Ermane, covered by Luther Howard. And that pass will fall incomplete.
McNeil did a great job getting him to the 1-yard line, but could not quite convert with the 3 downs. And it looks like the Bulls are looking for a field goal here.
Yeah, they're not kicking a field goal. And the Bulls do not want the 3 points. They want all 7. As they're going to go for it on 4th down. McNeil taking a snap under heavy pressure, but he slips away to the left side. And he runs in for the touchdown. And that's already several times we have seen the Seminole Ridge defense do a great job of breaking down that offensive line, flying into the backfield, but then leaving the middle of the field completely open and letting McNeil break off for big runs. That one, a touchdown.
Lamb with the kick. And it's good. Bulls 14, Hawks 0.
Apparently. We can't trust that. What? That's embarrassing. Yeah. Chase, let me get Seminole Ridge offense.
And introducing you to our Seminole Ridge offense, we have wide receiver Rashid Lamar, who's a speed threat. They're going to be looking for him on the short pass, looking for him for screens and jet sweeps. We have Lee Mishisaki, who's playing through a torn rotator cuff. We'll see how many minutes he'll get tonight. We have quarterback Kalen Argue with a bit of a rough game last game. We'll see if he can bounce back today. We have wide receiver Mason Critchlow, who led the team in receiving yards last game. And we have Trey and Adebo, who is the only receiver this season to catch a touchdown so far.
Hey, graphic there.
It's the safest option.
Yo, give me a 1st and 10.
And then did you do West Boca defense? I don't think you did.
Not yet. Argue getting ready to start the drive. And it's a handoff to Rasheed Lamar. And he fumbles the ball. But again, it is recovered by the Seminole Ridge offensive line. That's the 2nd fumble that they've picked up.
And it's Joshua Rapalaya who fell on that ball, keeping the possession for Seminole Ridge.
Bradley, you can't just talk while I'm doing the thing. That's so annoying, bro. And low snap, but Argue handles it. Looking right side, throws it right over the head of Rasheed Lamar there to bring up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 7. Brad, put Critchlow in, Brad. Luther Howard, the man in motion. And on 3rd and long, they'll just run it up the middle. And that run play goes nowhere, bringing up 4th and long, and Seminole will send out their punt team.
Great job by the West Boca defense, giving them no room to breathe and forcing all 3 downs right at the door.
Tell camera 1 to pan right a little bit. And now the punt by Holowecki. This one travels much farther than the other one, but Kyle Andrews sheds a tackle on the return. And he is wrapped up after a small return. West Boca will start with the ball on about their own 35-yard line. What? Yeah, when I say 4th and long, that's an expression. Put the yardage. Like, don't type long.
Put it 1st and goal, but don't put it 1st and long.
And now the starting quarterback, Trey Moran, makes his way back onto the field after McNeil handled the last drive. And that's number 23, Anderson Gracilian. Moran takes the snap. Under a little bit of pressure, steps up to the right side. And his pass falls to the ground, incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Yeah. Lower? And now the carry by Anderson Gracilian gets him close to the 1st down marker, about a yard short. Now on 3rd and short, another hand off of the middle. Javian Mallory with a full head of steam, charging down to the 40-yard line.
He's brought down by Gio Quintas.
You know what? As long as we don't say anything crazy. Moran taking this now. Quick pass to the left side. And broken up by Luther Howard. As we mentioned, grabbed that pick 6 last week against Pahokee. Almost had another interception there. He's done an excellent job this season of jumping on those quick passes to the outside. That'll bring up a second down for West Boca. Now Moran taking a snap, throw over the middle, and it's caught. Charging forward. And there was nobody ahead of him to bring him down. That's
Billy
star wide
Clancy.
receiver Billy Clancy. And that would be West Boca's 3rd touchdown of the game here in the first quarter. Seminole Ridge defense not sure of how to handle this powerful West Boca offense. Wow. Extra point.
Extra point converted. Bulls 21, Hawks 0.
All right, give me a 1st and 10 and give me the West Boca defense. And switch cameras. And so we've seen the West Boca offense shine already. But let's take a look at the West Boca defense that is about to retake the field. Linebacker Jaden Broadnax. He is tied for 3rd on the team in tackles, a 4-star recruit. He's done a great job this season, both rushing and defending the pass in the middle of the field. And the defensive tackle Jamar Thompson leads the team in tackles for loss and pass deflections. Linebacker Maxwell Reed leads the team in total tackles with 12. And then safety Trey Mitchell leads the team in solo tackles with 5. And safety Damari Jerry, an absolute lockdown safety, tied for 3rd in tackles, was able to recover a fumble against Palm Beach Central. A very, very strong West Boca defense. Plenty of other names that we could give you. Demetrius Gathers, a star for this defense. And now on the kick return, Donovan Mays.
Makes it to the 30-yard line, and Seminole Ridge will start their drive.
Seminole Ridge offense running onto the field now, hoping to make something happen on this drive. Already down 3 possessions. Just looking for a little bit of momentum here. We got Josh Mularczyk and Rashid Lamar lined up on the left side. It is a run play up the middle with Smith, and that play goes nowhere, bringing up 2nd and 10. As you can see at the bottom of the screen, running back Liam Ishizaki, without his helmet on, clearly frustrated, not being able to contribute and help his team tonight. Bradley, stop it. Stop. Stop messing with the TV. Bradley, stop. Bradley, knock it off. Knock it off. Just stop it. And on 2nd down, another short pickup for the Hawks. his shot is fine. He doesn't need to adjust anything. Now on 3rd and long, Argue taking the low snap. Under heavy pressure, makes a quick pass over the middle. And Smith is wrapped up after a short gain. We'll see if the Hawks elect to go for it here. Already down 3 touchdowns in this game. And it looks like the offense will run off the field. And they'll kick it back to West Boca here. The Hawks will have some time to talk it over during the quarter break. Possibly try to be aggressive, or possibly try to avoid going down 28-0. Hey, let me get the ESPN top 63 graphic. So ESPN West Palm releases their top 63 players in West Palm Beach before every season. And it was quite the compliment for West Boca. They saw 5 of their players be recognized. Wide receiver Kyle Andrews, 42nd. Demetrius Gaithers, 34th. Grant Edmond, 32nd. And then 2 players in the top 5, Jaden Broadnax, number 5. And then the running back that we've talked about, Javian Mallory, the 4-star recruit, number 1 on the list. So this is a very, very special West Boca team. Wide shot. And so to start the second quarter, the Hawks will punt it away. And a favorable bounce for the Hawks there, down to almost the 20-yard line. Solid punt there by Holowecki. Hey, second quarter.
And West Boca are 3 for 3 on drives right now, and we'll see if they can go 4 for 4.
And it's McNeil back in at quarterback. Him and Rand splitting reps so far in this game, but it hasn't even mattered as they've been successful on every drive so far. Wide receiver Kyle Andrews in motion, but the handoff is to Lockhart. Pickup of only about 2 there. Bang of about 2nd and 8. Now McNeil taking a snap, looking to throw. Fires one to the right side. And that ball falls incomplete. Seminole Ridge pass defense has been pretty solid so far tonight. It's really been the QB keepers, screen passes, and run plays that have hurt them so badly so far. 3rd and 7.
And that incompletion will bring West Boca to a 3rd down here, with quite a ways to go.
And prior to the 3rd down play, there will be a timeout by West Boca. Talking over what they want to run here on 3rd and medium. So ESPN West Palm released their top 10 schools going into week 3. And they had West Boca ranked 3rd. They actually moved down following their loss to Bergen Catholic last week. However, of course, that is a very, very good team that they only lost by 1 touchdown to. West Boca currently sits behind Vero Beach and Cardinal Newman as the best teams in Palm Beach County. Now on 3rd and 7, the quarterback going deep. He's got his receiver on the right side. That's Zacharias Walls on the fade. And we were just complimenting the Seminole Ridge defense for how they've handled the passing game. But it falls apart there. A big play allowed on 3rd and 7. And now on 1st and 10, our handoff to Jaden Lockhart. And it's going to be a 9-yard pickup, bringing up a 2nd and 1. McNeil taking a snap and handing off. Running back taking it up the right side. He has plenty for the first down. That's Miller. Miller is technically the 4th string running back, but when you're on West Boca, 4th string still means you're a pretty good player. He's gotten plenty of reps over the first 3 weeks. Picks up the first down there. Now McNeil looking to pass. Decides to keep it. He sees plenty of room ahead of him on the left side. Dodging 2 tackles, still on his feet. And brought down. But there is a penalty flag in the backfield. We'll see if that play will be coming back. Holding call against Pahokee.
And there's a holding call against West Boca, and that'll negate that good run by McNeil.
Wide shot. Hey, why does it say first and? Wide shot, wide shot, wide shot. Carter. Now McNeil, quick pass right side to Gracilian. Complete, charging forward, and makes his way to the sideline.
Second and 4 out at about their opponent's 32-yard line.
Again, we see West Boca using those quick, short passes because they know they have guys that can make defenders miss in the open field. Just get them the ball and let them do the rest. On 2nd and short, they will hand off up the middle to Mallory. Charging his way forward, dragging the pile for an extra 2 or 3 yards there.
It does well to get to the pocket, and it took about 5 Seminole Ridge defenders to take him down there.
Now McNeil looking to pass again. Plenty of time in the pocket, and now it collapses. Dancing out to the left side, getting it past the 20-yard line. And that's just another example of Seminole Ridge. The defensive backs holding solid coverage on the receivers, but then letting the quarterback get away and pick up decent yardage. Now on 1st and 10, Lockhart in the backfield. He does get the carry up the middle. Charging forward, pickup of about 4 yards there to bring out a 2nd and 6. Now on 2nd down. McNeil slinging one to the left side. Caught by Andrews. Trying to make Clingan Smith miss, but he is able to get some hands on him, and he is wrestled down by the rest of the Seminole Ridge secondary. Getting that one past the 10-yard line. The West Boca Bulls will be set up with another 1st and goal, a chance to put up 4 touchdowns here in the first half. Wide shot. Hand off to Lockhart up the middle. And he picks up a couple, but not enough for the touchdown.
West Boca is sitting on the 1-yard line there.
And now Seminole Ridge will bring in 2 of their starting offensive linemen, Joshua Rappelet and Nathan Jean-Marie, to try to get a stop here. Prior to the snap, there is a flag thrown. Encroachment against Seminole Ridge. West Boca was already so close to the goal line that'll only cost them less than a yard. So now on 2nd and a little bit closer, McNeil and Lockhart in the backfield. Sending a man in motion. McNeil looking to pass over the middle, and that is caught for the touchdown. That's Jaden Broadneck.
And West Boca able to get into the end zone on every single drive so far, showing the Seminole Ridge defense needs to do a little more work here.
Jaden is the 4-star defensive player, able to get it done on the offensive side as well. And the extra point is good to make it 28-0. All right, give me 1st and 10. And then give me the West Boca commits graphic. Commits. West Boca commits. It's named commits. And so you might be wondering, how are these West Boca players so good? They have a couple players already committed to play football at the next level. The man we've mentioned so much already, Jaden Broadnax, committed to play football at Louisville. And then Javian Mallory, the running back, committed to UM. Xavier Reed committed to Liberty. Tegan Brisky committed to play at Army. And then Demetrius Gathers committed to play at USF. And this is just to name a few. They also have Grant Edmond, recently announced his commitment to Wagner. And then they have plenty of other guys like Jamar Thompson sitting on offers from UM, Alabama, Georgia, Syracuse, Notre Dame, Nebraska, Ohio State. tons of 4- and 3-star commits on both sides of the ball for West Boca.
Seminole Ridge just started about the 16-yard line here.
Now on first down, the handoff. Carried by Tryon Adebo there. Small pickup, bringing up 2nd and long. Seminole Ridge Hawks looking to show just some fight here in the first half. Adebo, Howard, and Lamar, the receivers on this one. Now another handoff up the middle. Dylan Johnson with the carry. Bringing up a 3rd and 9.
A small pickup there and a big 3rd down. Seminole Ridge need to convert here.
It's interesting, Seminole Ridge not shying away from continuing to run the ball against this heavy West Boca front. And that offensive line just not standing a chance against this West Boca pass rush.
Kalen Argue brought down by Christopher Medina, and he'll send on the punting team.
So it's been a less than favorable start to the season for Seminole Ridge. But the silver lining, if you will, is that all 4 of the teams they have seen so far were ranked in the top 10 for West Palm football. Out of 51 eligible teams, they played their preseason game against the 9th best team in Martin County, 7th ranked team in Glade Central, 5th ranked team in Pahokee, and 3rd ranked team in West Boca. So an extremely difficult way to start the season for Seminole Ridge. As the punt there will be spotted at the 48-yard line. West Boca with a chance to make it 35-0 here in the first half. Pass on first down. 2nd and 10 now for the Bulls. Mallory in motion, and the quick pass is to him. Working it up the left side. He's got plenty of room to run. Cutting up that sideline, makes a man miss. And he runs into the end zone for another West Boca touchdown. The 4-star commit making it look too easy out there. Seminole Ridge with no answer whatsoever.
Mallory showing absolute pace on that left flank. And the Seminole Ridge defense looked helpless there.
Last year against West Boca, the Hawks went down 42-8. Already given up 35 here with 3 minutes remaining in the second, as that PAT will make it 35. Now you wonder how long till West Boca freshman quarterback Alex Moran sees the field. Saw the field for a little bit in their 50-7 blowout against Palm Beach Central. Only completed 2 of 8 passes for 7 yards. Be interesting to see if they let him get some work against this clearly outmatched Seminole Ridge defense. Ready to kick it off now. Just testing it.
Lamb kicking it off again, getting a lot of action this game. And it'll go for a touchback there. Seminole Ridge starting at the 25-yard line.
It looks like the Hawks will roll out their starting offense. Be interesting to see if they turn to some of their backups, either trying to get some of the younger guys reps or just willing to try anything. Now on first down, the handoff to Rasheed Lamar, working up the left side. And finally some life out of the Seminole Ridge offense. That ball we spotted just shy of the first down marker. Ref moved the ball forward. It'll be a first down for Seminole Ridge. Now on first down, another running play up the middle and just nowhere to go. Wrapped up by several West Boca defenders, including defensive lineman Javon Harrington, one of the first to get there. That young man sitting on offers from Miami, Tennessee, and others. Yet another player for West Boca with offers to play D1 football. Now on second and long, another handoff And the running back is stood up almost immediately. Jamar Thompson and Javian Harrington getting there. Walking right through that Seminole Ridge offensive line.
3rd and long here. And Seminole Ridge need a big play.
The Hawks certainly missing starting running back Liam Ishizaki, but with how much pressure that West Boca defensive line has been able to apply, you wonder if it would have even made a difference. But now some preset movement there, and it looks like it will be a false start. That'll back Seminole Ridge up 5 yards, making it a 3rd and long. We'll see what the Hawks come up with here on 3rd and long. Argue having to step in the pocket again. He just has no time to do anything. As you see, Javion Harrington popping out of that pile yet again. Him and Jamar Thompson showing why they are so highly recruited.
And the punting team comes on again. Definitely a lot more than they wanted to this game.
40 seconds remaining in this first half as the cheerleaders try their best to keep the crowd pumped. And there are flags thrown on the punt.
You can't see the kicks, they can't find the ball. Tell what camera you're on so they know they're live.
I'm on camera 1 right now.
So it'll be interesting if West Boca will try to test themselves here with a little 30-second drill, or if they will just kneel this one out to the half.
Make sure we're positive with them too.
And now on 1st and 10, McNeil under heavy pressure looking to throw. Escapes the pocket once again. Firing one over the middle. It looks like it was caught by Billy Clancy. Taking that one down to the 50-yard line. Clock is running. Down to 13 seconds on the clock. Now McNeil looking to throw again, fires one to the right side. Looking for Clancy again.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Bulls 35, Hawks 0. I need some trivia.
So obviously, the Hawks fans trying to stay positive coming into this game with a maybe we could pull it off attitude, but at the end of the day, West Boca, an absolute powerhouse that Seminole Ridge is having trouble keeping up with. But now our Seminole Ridge marching band will have a chance to perform during the halftime. Stay tuned to check out their performance that they worked so hard on. I don't want to see this. And before we take a little halftime break, we'll send you off with our FHSAA sponsorship. This game is sponsored by the Florida High School Activities Association. The FHSAA is a democratic organization made up of more than 660 middle, junior, and senior high schools, which establishes the regulations governing interscholastic athletic competition in Florida. These regulations ensure that high school students in our state can compete against each other on a fair and equitable basis. The Florida High School Activities Association providing educational athletic activities through which Florida students learn by doing. We are close to the resuming of the game. Second half will be underway in just over 2 minutes. So Seminole Ridge will start the second half with the ball. Very interesting to see which players are rolled out here for the second half.
Let's see if they can get any points on the score sheet here. Anything like that would look like a win today.
Lamb is ready to kick it off to Seminole. The halftime clock expires. And the third quarter is underway. And the kickoff is caught by Rasheed Lamar in the end zone, so that'll be a touchback. 1st and 10 now for the Hawks. Seminole Ridge rolling out their full starting offense. Starting off with a T formation. Argue looking to throw under heavy pressure, flings one to the left side. Looking for Rasheed Lamar, but it falls incomplete.
Second and 10, and the Hawks will stay at the 20-yard line.
Argue takes a snap and a botched handoff to Lamar. And that is the third time that Seminole Ridge has fumbled the ball, and the third time that they've recovered their own fumbles. So no turnovers yet for the Hawks. Seminole Ridge with the 2-back set again. And another handoff to Rasheed Lamar up the left side. And he is brought down well short of the first down.
The offense showing the slightest shine of life there. But yet they're forced off now. We'll see if they can do something later.
Seminole Ridge's punt team out there again. Holowecki gets the kick away. Fair catch called and caught by Andrews at the 35-yard line. As West Boca will make their way onto their field for their first possession of the second half.
Looks like McNeil will continue to be the quarterback for this push.
Now Lockhart in the backfield, but McNeil looking to throw on the first pass and almost picked off by Luther Howard. The second time he's jumped a pass and almost come up with an interception. I'll bring up 2nd and 10 for West Boca. Now West Boca looking to pass under heavy pressure, and the quick pass is completed. Lockhart falling forward for a medium pickup. That Seminole Ridge defense broke through the line pretty easily. Defender had his hands in McNeil's face, but still able to get off the pass and pick up a couple yards. Both quarterbacks that we've seen take snaps for West Boca tonight have done a great job of just not panicking when that pocket collapses and delivering quick strikes to get their team down the field. Now that pass to the right side goes out of bounds.
And West Boca on 4th down here, and they have a decision to make. We saw them go for it before, and we'll see if they do it again. And it looks like they will go for it. Offensive team is staying on.
Really nothing to lose at this point for West Boca. McNeil looking to pass, throwing one over the middle, and he had a receiver. Calerbe Hermane was open, past the line to gain, could not come up with that one. And the Seminole Ridge defense will get a stop.
The Hawks offense are now put in a great place and have a good opportunity to maybe get in the score sheet.
Now remember, the Seminole Ridge offense did not score last week against Pahokee. It was a pick 6 that got them their 7 points. So as of right now, it has been 6 full quarters of football since the Seminole Ridge offense was able to put points on the board. And in the Hawks' first game of the season against Glade Central, they were held scoreless through the first 3 quarters before putting up 14 points in the last 5 minutes of the game. Be interesting to see if their offense could come alive a little bit in this one. defenders trying to point out some pre-stop motion, but the refs let it go, and now the carry by Rasheed Lamar goes for a couple. He's been their main guy here tonight, getting a lot of touches and jet sweep handoffs and just quick screen passes. But the West Boca defense has been swarming him.
We've seen no Liam Ishizaki yet this game. It looks like they're taking good precautions with him.
Now on second down, the handoff to Smith, trying to make something happen on the left side, but he goes nowhere. Wrapped up behind the line to gain.
And that'll be a 3rd and long.
Look like a 3rd and almost 15. Now on the 3rd and long. Argue looking to pass, throwing one to the right side, out of reach. Again, trying to find Rasheed Lamar. And on this 4th and long, they will keep the offense out there, understanding that winning this game really not in the cards for them at this point. Might as well get as many reps as they can for their offense. Argue stepping back to pass, looking down the field. And that pass will be caught as number 26, Triton Adebo. Led the team in receiving yards against Glade Central, recorded the only touchdown. Picked up a big 1st down there.
And that'll get the Seminole Ridge crowd going. Big catch there.
There's lots of cheers from the Seminole Ridge crowd following that pass. They've been waiting for some form of life, something to cheer for, and they finally get it here with a minute left in the 3rd quarter.
They know the level that West Boca are at, and even getting some points against them will look at it as a huge win for the Hawks here.
And something you don't see very often, the refs break out the chains to measure that completion. And it turns out the completion was just short of the 1st down marker. A 14.5-yard catch does not get Seminole Ridge the 1st down. And the West Boca offense will retake the field. And so will starting quarterback Trey Moran. Seems like Quentin Miller has been the lead back when he's on the field. Jaden Lockhart has been the lead back when McNeil's on the field. And the 1st down carry does not go far, but there is an injured West Boca player. Ethan Mordecai doesn't look to be in too much pain, but sitting on the floor waiting for the trainers to attend to him. And we've mentioned the injury to Liam Ishizaki being on the sideline the whole game, but we have not mentioned the injury to Timothy Castillo, one of their starting offensive linemen. The offensive line has struggled a bit today. Some of that could be the fact they are missing one of their starters. And then you also have number 5, Ryan Doherty. Came into the year being one of their starters for running back and linebacker. Got hurt in their preseason game. May not return for the entire season. So injuries really depleting an already thin Seminole Ridge team. As West Boca gets ready to go on 2nd and 11, and there's a penalty. That's going to be a false start against West Boca, moving them back 5 yards to bring up a 2nd and 16.
And we ended a scoreless third quarter. West Boca still lead 35. Hawks showing more signs of life, but a shame there that they couldn't convert that first down. Still with 0.
So, of course, at the end of the quarter, the teams will switch sides of the field. Coach Locker giving his defensive guys some motivation here. As the defense is set up in a good spot, has West Boca in a 2nd and long. Chance to give the ball back to their guys. Let's see if they can hold strong here. Man in motion. Now a fake handoff, quick pass to the left side, and is caught. But he is wrapped up after a very short pickup. Luther Howard making the tackle there, assisted by Tommy Grosso. Catch made by Dylan Jordan for a pickup of about nothing.
They'll be 3rd and very long here.
Hawks in a very good spot again. Although we saw West Boca go for it on a 4th and long earlier, playing with not much to lose. Let's see how they play this. And that pass over the middle is deflected. Might have been looking for his running back, Quentin Miller.
Fourth down, and we'll see what West Boca will do here.
And prior to the play, West Boca does call a timeout. Teams have retaken the field. Now West Boca punting it away, a very high punt. And a little bit of trouble with the catch. Donovan Mays is able to fall on it. Start with the ball close to their own 20-yard line. So after tonight, West Boca got some solid teams on their schedule, having to play against Royal Palm. Just recently beat Dwyer 51-0. Now on 1st and 10, Argue heaving one deep and almost picked off there. Looking for Rashid Lamar yet again. Unable to connect. As we're saying, West Boca having to play against a very strong Royal Palm team. A matchup against Cardinal Newman, a very, very good team. Palm Beach Gardens just recently beat Santa Lucia's, and then Atlantic. So a bit of a tough road ahead for West Boca. But they're having their way with Seminole Ridge tonight, as the second down carry only goes for a couple.
And Rashid Lamar has been Seminole Ridge's standout offensive player tonight.
Interesting. Most of these targets have been for Rashid Lamar. You wonder when Seminole Ridge might want to try and sprinkle in some of their other guys, get them some touches. As Argue looks to pass under a little bit of pressure, flicks one to the right side, but the defender was right on that one. Delivers contact to the receiver right as the ball hits his hands, knocking it loose. And on 4th down, Seminole Ridge will punt it away yet again. So this offense not able to find a groove. Only 7 minutes remaining in this 4th quarter. And pre-snap movement. So it's a offsides penalty against West Boca. That'll make it a 4th and very short. Seminole Ridge will call a timeout now. Interesting to see if they're going to discuss maybe going for it here. Honestly, don't see why not. Might as well see what they can do. As you see, Coach Afalo visibly frustrated on the sideline, and understandably so, as he will send his offense back onto the field. The Hawks will line up in that T formation that they were so well known for a couple years ago. Have not seen it a lot this year. Looks like they will try some power football on 4th and short. And the handoff up the middle, pushing through the pile. And that will be enough for a Seminole Ridge 1st down. And we see number 7, Tommy Grosso, lying on the ground in pain. Also another player for the Hawks lying on the ground. Looks like Seminole had 2 players needing to be stretched out. Hopefully nothing major, as Seminole Ridge is already dealing with several injuries.
Did very well to convert the 1st down, but hopefully didn't cost him the rest of the game.
And the Seminole Ridge players appear to be all right, jogging back to the sideline. And now the offense will retake the field. The Hawks with 4 receivers lined up, 2 in the slot. Now they send 1 in motion. And it's a play action pass. Argue trying to keep it himself. Was under heavy rush there.
Minimal yardage. 2nd and 9.
Wrapped up again by Jamar Thompson, showing why he was selected to the 2nd team All-County for defense last year. Now Seminole Ridge Hawks with trips left. Argue having to avoid heavy pressure again, and his pass is tipped straight up in the air. Caught by his own lineman. And that is now the 4th time that Seminole Ridge has had a ball pop loose, and they were able to recover it. Third and 14 now for the Hawks. Just under 4 minutes remaining in this one. Hawks hoping to find something positive to bring into next week, playing against Santa Lucia's. Rasheed Lamar goes in motion, and the quick pass goes to him. He's their top guy, but absolutely nowhere to go. Swallowed up well behind the line of scrimmage. Larry Morgan and Trey Mitchell jumping on that one.
Fourth and long here, and it looks like Seminole Ridge are going to punt this one.
Larry Morgan, haven't said his name much tonight, but he is another player with D1 offers. A couple from Louisville and UCF. Now on 4th down, the Hawks will punt it away.
Received by Andrews at the 34-yard line.
So the clock continuing to wind down, just over 2 minutes. As the quarterback takes a snap and delivers a strike over the middle, down past the 50-yard line. That was Zacharias Walls on the catch. He had the 20-yard reception earlier. And also in at quarterback now, number 18, freshman quarterback Alex Moran, getting some reps here in the final 2 minutes. And he has a big play here to Kyle Andrews. Kyle Andrews running around defenders. That is Andrews' 2nd receiving touchdown on the year. First passing touchdown for freshman Alex Moran. Definitely feels good for him to hit that milestone.
And those were the first points scored in the second half.
The Hawks defense held West Boca scoreless for the entirety of the third quarter and for the first 11 minutes of the fourth quarter. But they break through there as the PAT is good to make it 42-0. And if you have noticed, the rules for high school football, with the deficit being 35-0, the clock had been running nonstop in the second half. So it does not stop for a change of possession like it normally would. And of course, now with the score being 42-0, no reason for Seminole Ridge to want to stop the clock anyway. And so the clock will run out on this one. That is the end of the game. West Boca 42, Seminole Ridge 0. Well, that's it for tonight's varsity football matchup between the Seminole Ridge Hawks and the West Boca Bulls. On behalf of Seminole Ridge High School, Athletic Director Cliff Gailey and Principal Robert Hatcher, thank you for watching. Tonight's broadcast is produced by Seminole Ridge High School Television Production Academy and its students. Good night from Westlake, Florida.